Hello everybody, welcome back. It's me, Dale, the Daily Obsessed Fat Guy. Definitely fatter than the last time you saw me, about 10 to 12 pounds heavier. Does that number be up on the screen here? I know it's a lot. Hope you all been doing well. Hope you all been doing well in your own weight loss journeys in your lives, period. So why haven't I, been posting this much recently? One, looking for another job, need to devote a bit more time to that. And two, I needed a bit more mind space and I just really needed to just be a little bit looser with myself. So of course that led to the weight gain. So not the best outcome from this, but as far as my mental health goes, I'm feeling much better. I just slowly been ramping back up to a point where I can feel comfortable with what I'm doing here. And I'm getting to a point here where I feel I can be much more comfortable with what I'm doing here and what I'm willing to commit to. I started this channel back in January of this year. So the anniversary is coming up. On that date, on whatever day the anniversary date is, that's when I'm going to do my next A1C test. And when on the hand, I'm going to continue tracking the other metrics that I can here very simply because I have a much better setup for it. I switched back to using Keto Mojo for my blood glucose test. I still have the breath meter for checking my ketones, so get that. But it's kind of a waste. At least, if I'm not committing to going to a lower carb diet, I'm not going to make too many ketones. From what I've seen over the past few months, I can still make ketones even on a high carb diet, but it's just your body produces ketones when it burns your fat. So if I exert myself enough to where it's going to burn some fat, getting beyond my glycogen levels, I'm going to get some ketones in my blood, but it's not going to be too helpful if I'm not consistently working at that same level. So, it's kind of a waste to do that test. It really is. But I'm going to still do it just because I can. I got like 100, 200 more breaths I can put through it before I have to replace the meter. So yeah, I'm going to show you that completely wasteful test every time. What's not a complete waste of time is taking blood pressure. Yeah, but with the blood pressure and cuff, I was pretty much taking it improperly for a bit of time there. So I was getting higher readings than I should have. Most times I sit down now and I just let myself get to a normal state. If I'm feeling well, I get close to 120 over 80. I even got an even 120 over 80 a few times recently. The highest it goes up to is about a 139 over 97. Normally I like to take these tests in a fasted state, but if I'm not posting it online, which I really have not been doing for the past month and a half, I take them whenever. I shoot for a fasted state, but I take them multiple times throughout the day just to mess around and figure out a few more things. To get some more data to play around with. I'm not a data scientist, I'm not the best at cracking and stuff, but I try to find what correlates with, what works versus, with what I can keep up with. In the past, I was just in general working to get down to a sub 200 pound weight level. And while that is still something that I would love to do and something I still am going to strive towards, just having this one big goal to go towards, while it's technically, fine to do so, I'm that type of person where when you're paying down a debt like student loans or whatever, I want to pay off the ones with the lowest balances first. So I get that little dopamine hit. I get that little bit of success sooner. And I can just keep doing it, just keep begging myself to keep going forward. Still going to pay it all off. It still has to be done. But it feels better to see bits of completion. And so I'm going to apply that here to my weight loss journey here on YouTube and in my life. I'm going to be losing weight 10 pounds at a time. I'm renewing my commitment to properly lose, manage, and maintain my weight. And so right now, I believe I weigh 362.6 pounds. Does that number be up on the screen? But it's Sunday right now. I'm going to consider it a success. At least, a minor success once 10 pounds are gone. And, these are going to be mostly 10 pounds of fat. Every 10 pounds I go down, I'm going to recalculate my TDE. Before I was doing it at the start of each month. And I'm like, it's just depending upon what month it is, it's anywhere between 28 to 31 days. Who cares about that? My goals and my restrictions, or rather, combination of my goals and my restrictions still be limited based upon my progress. It does me no good to just change the rules just because 30 days passed and I only lose 2-3 pounds. Like, oh, let's do it, and no, you get 100 calories less. Oh no, I don't need to deal with that kind of stress. I figure if I'm able to lose 10 pounds, it's because I'm doing something better. Because I'm able to eat better, eat within the restrictions better, or I'm actually spending more energy. I know I'm not going to lose much weight doing cardio, but it sucks that I can't stand on my feet for long. So I'm going to get in at least 10 minutes of walking every day. 10 minutes of just straight, non-stop, just walking every day. But the real crux here is that, y'all saw the little home gym I have here. I'm happy that I didn't have a Planet Fitness subscription, because I would be paying them $10, $20 a month every month to be doing nothing. Whereas I bought all the equipment and it's down there doing nothing, but I can walk over to them and zoom it whenever I want to, whether I have the money for it or not. So I want to get back to my weight training. I actually enjoyed my weight training. Got a bit depressed about some personal things here for a while, and I stopped doing the training. And I just let my mind get jumbled. But why not? It was a stress reliever, and I should never step back from it. The worst thing about depression is you can know what can actually help you out. You know what's good for you, but you recede from it. You step back from it because you just don't have the energy, the will, or the thought to do so. Or even if you have that, it's just you reach your hand for it to do it, and you're like, no. So, baby steps. I was taking baby steps before, but that's because I didn't want to exert myself in certain ways. But with weight training, it looks like it's much better to reach, not necessarily muscle failure, but pretty much just suspending yourself as much as you possibly can without being ridiculous. Like I was doing 20-30 pounds on each of my kettlebells when I was doing squats or whatever. That was working out well. But it's like, I wanted to be able to do 100 reps of whatever exercise I was doing, and then to increase the intensity of it by increasing weight. But, why not just do the weight now? So I'm going to work with higher levels of weight. I only got about 100 something pounds downstairs. So where I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not in the best fitness level right now, but I'm not going to take on more weight than I can handle. I'm probably going to end up doing bicep curls at about 30 to 40 pounds per dumbbell, and doing full barbell curls and lifts and other exercises and squats and things somewhere between 60 to 90 depending. Weight training, eating better, that's how I'm going to lose weight. By gaining muscle so that it replaces fat, and so that I spend more energy, and by eating better so that my body can better utilize the energy that I consume. It's not easy. I still want to enjoy myself and enjoy life. But this is a very active thing that I'm going to do, and I thank you all for waiting for me patiently here. Okay, so very quickly here, here's my latest blood pressure. Not so bad. A little high, I can work it down. Technically, it has been at higher points over the past couple of years, but this is my baseline. As you see, my weight has definitely been climbing. I pretty much wiped out all the progress I made this year. But you know what? I'm going to let this be my height. It's time to work myself back down. I don't know where I'll be on my anniversary or whatever. It would be nice to be out of the 300s. People talking about Wonderland, the sub 200 pound area here, but I would like to go to Tuville, that'd be nice. Old on the left, new on the right. Sorry that this is not as visually helpful as it normally is, but I'm just showing you where I'm at now, where I was at basically a month and a half ago. I'm surprised at how much has changed, how much has gotten smaller, and what's gotten bigger over this time. These were both taken in a fasted state, and while these are my baseline going forward, just like, wow, my glucose is high as hell. I ate a lot of cake not a lot of cookies at a party over a week ago, and it's still been affecting me. And this is very simply what I ate yesterday. Now, I'm thinking about doing those what I eat in a day videos to see y'all doing it. While they do work, I started this channel off doing that every day, just showing you what I ate every day. And I realized, that was just low quality content in the way that I was doing it. But I would like to, I post on Twitter what I eat every day, even as I'm eating it, So if you want me to do so, just in your comments, just put a random date coming up, today's the 13th, and I will do those days. I will show you what I eat on those days. Well, these are for future days. And just to accompany that, because I know you saw a bunch of text on the screen, but not much else, this is basically what yesterday looked like. After midnight, I had an additional no sugar added chocolate bar that I'm coming up for today. But yeah, you see what it looks like there. And lastly, these are the new macros that I'm going to be working within. This comes up to being equivalent to about 2,100 or so calories per day. But this is a, set of balance for the macros I need to stay within to lose approximately 2 pounds per week or so. But thank you all for watching. God bless you all. Take care. Have a good day.